This is day 428 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If you have the sponsor coming share Arukh HaShulchan Yomi or more, please contact me directly. Be very greatly appreciated. Okay, we're doing Siman Reish Pei Tes Sif Daled, Siman Reish Sadik Aleph Sif Daled as well. Reish Pei Tes to Sif Daled Aleph Daled to Daled. Okay. Daled. The Bachar Kiddush, we talked about Shabbos morning Kiddush, Yitol Yodav, Vasuda, you should wash your hands for the meal. Al Lechem Mishnah with two breads, Kamal Balayla, like night of the Yisod, and you should have the Suda. The people who may have mezainas like honey cake and other food after Kiddush. The Kamo should be Ranozella Elbasim Kupa Ayin Vav, we spoke about it a while ago, Ayin Sham. Ach Im Ochel Achar Zman, Shitus Bracha Choyra. But if you're eating your actual meal later on, obviously require bracha achroina for alamichya. You base shadas hakadmonim lo yalech klal. Mechilas meaning mesikol kiddush. The ancients were not happy with eating the zoynis between kiddush and hamotzi. After you make kiddush, you should wash. Yochel suda ayin sham. You should eat the meal. See there. Couldn't kiddush or kiddush also you don't klum. You can't taste anything of your mind. Like at night. But before diving, drink coffee or tea. They should because the application is not evolved upon it. So if you thought, and I believe I mentioned, even though Arukh HaShulchan is machmir not to drink before Musaf until after Kiddush, that Rabbi Yosef is Mako on that. We are here in Mishnah Berurah on this. It says, Be'olah says the oilam is night to be mako to drink in the morning, and they eat mazonas after Kiddush for the meal. Nevertheless, they're anshed maiso machmir for themselves wherever possible. Immediately after Kiddush, they wash. In any event, according to everybody, it's proper not to fill your stomach from other food before you eat your bread-based meal. And Mishnah Berurah writes, you should not make a bracha roina, because Hamozin to exempt them. Obviously, if it's no great interruption between the mazonas and hamotz and the mazonas, that would be the case. Hey, kiddush says ein mekachim malapas, even though now you can make kiddush on bread, not in the morning. Even though you do make kiddush on the bread at night, but shomish heker, there's a recognition shu kiddush. Maybe there was a kiddush because of the bracha and kiddush. But bayom she'ein bo rak bracha she'barach hamotzi from the morning. There's only the blessing of itself, the hamotzi in this case. Kelonikar kiddush cloud. The kiddush is not recognizable at all. Makom she'en yain matzui, therefore in a place where wine is not prevalent. Yas kiddush or yain soy b'shnei kiddush on whiskey or shechor or beer or shar mashkin or other beverages. After balai loitanazeh l'chodeus, even though now we did not allow this for all opinions, sheyesh over the dafka pas she'en yain was that ayin reish bei sifin yukimel. We say that they're opposed to say at night, even though wine default to bread, not to beer or other alcoholic beverages. But shachas, everybody agrees, from the reason which he said, because it is the bread would not be nicker. Medina, and it's a big chiddush, but even if that beverage is not the wine of the country, meaning it's not the significant beverage, you don't lose anything by doing that. You only have its bracha. Kiddush, at least it's going to be a hecker for kiddush because it's the type of bracha which you will not make normally before eating, but only you rely on motzi. Besides that as well. Fiza near Lenny is daiti. According to this, it seems to me, says the Shulim, ain't shumashke, if there's no bread or no beverage around, yachol the kaddish gama cholav. I guess milk he could not consider to be a beverage, but I guess by beverage he means alcoholic beverage, and milk is not alcoholic. The ain't shumashke ochel below kiddush. If there's nothing to drink, you eat without kiddush. Kloma shevarach hamotzi alapas, yechav l'shein kiddush. You should make hamotzi and have in mind it also be for the verse kiddush. Actually, meaning that before this hamotzi you should not eat anything. Maya sekem. What else are you going to do? We have nothing else to do. You're not allowed to fast, so we have no choice. And I'm passing love, he goes on a bread, you'll shine for him, well, he does things, ma lo la sos. What is he supposed to do? The Shabbat says that a mashk which is not came from Medina, many, most of them agree that you don't make Kiddush in the morning, unlike the Arukh HaShulchan was more lenient. The Mishnah also says that if you don't have a full a loaf of bread, obviously you make a bracha on a slice. Reit Tzadik, Larbos Beperos Likva Medrash. It's interesting, the juxtaposition. Have much fruit and learn Medrash. Aleph, mitzvah laharbos b'Shabbos repairs minos, a mitzvah on Shabbos to expand your repertoire of fruit and delicacies. The reichos tovim and good fragrances. Shnei tovim for two reasons. Ha'echad mishum enig Shabbos. The basic reason because enig Shabbos, the pleasure of Shabbos. Sheni, the second one is kidei lamalos mea brachos, in order to fill up the 100 brachos. Chaserim hari b'Shabbos, because Shabbos we're missing a lot of them. Mr. Boris says you should start making up those mea brachos already Friday night. Because time is similar main vav. Vav sheyesh takana lishmoa brachos mipnei biya'im latar, even though there's an eitzah, which is to listen to the brachos from the people who get a list. Moshe Rabbeinu Sham, Mikol nevertheless told us Hishi Baruch Bat, so it's better for you to make the bracha yourself. My day we will pray with, that's why you lots of fruit. Just be careful not to make brachas for naught. Which will make like a bracha batol, much kosam l'tzimin reish tezvav. But yesh kama mine peiros leponav. That means if you have several types of fruit in front of you, shebechos and the bracha is eitz on them. Yivarach al achas, you should make the bracha on one. V'yichavim liftarkum, have a mind to exempt all of them, and not to make multiple eitzes. The gam b'stama yas kain hu, and this is the generic intent. Obviously, is also if you have one fruit to exempt the others. If you want to make a bracha, one of them, that might specifically not to exempt the other. Have a bracha batola. You just set yourself up for a bracha batola. What the one way you can do this is the tzavos of blila avila panakaperos. It's the command: don't bring in front of you all the fruit at once. Biachad. El achas achas, but rather one by one. Cham sholiftor rak also amin shalapam. You have mind only to exempt the type of fruit which is in front of you now. Some people say this ruse is no good. Because you are setting yourself up for brachos which are not required. Nevertheless, in order to make up 100 brachos, you can do this. Moshe Kasavnu Sham, like we wrote there. You write the name of Abraham. You should not put yourself into issue of brachos because of the 100 brachos. So things like the price scheme. Therefore, this is mutter to direct the people to bring the fruit only afterwards. Back to the Arukh HaShulchan. Oh, here we have the Shabbos afternoon nap. The high points of Shabbos. If you're accustomed to sleep in the afternoon, don't desist from sleeping. The oneg hulo, it's a pleasure for him. The she is shena b'Shabbos time. Sleeping on Shabbos is a pleasure. But now I have to say I'm going to sleep in order that I should be able to work after Shabbos. He was saying I'm going to sleep in order to learn at night, like when Shavuos comes out Motzei Shabbos. The Zel can make him a Shabbos clothes like preparing him a Shabbos to a weekday. El Yishang de Nuch Shabbos should sleep in order to rest on Shabbos in and of itself. Base. After you eat the morning meal, after you take your nap, Kovim Medrash. We set up a Medrash, meaning we krov in the Vim Josh to read from Navi and to expound on matters of Agarata. Torah every Medrash to brings a Medrash Amar Teirah Lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Torah say before Hashem she comes to Yisrael Oretz when they come into Israel Zeratz the Karma. This one runs to his vineyard. The Zeratz this one runs to his field. Vanima Teirah, what's going to be with me? The Teirah. He said to her, Yeshli Zug Shanim Zabeglach. I have a shidduch which is going to be Masharech with you. Shabbos Shmo. His name is Shabbos. When they desist from the work of and they can be involved in you, Ayin Sham. Tanchuma Parshas Vayakel. Mitchilas HaTorah Kan. from the beginning of the Torah until the beginning of Parashas Vayakel, Ein bo parsha shenemar bo kila barosha. There's no parsha which mentions the word kila at the beginning, variation, and kila at the beginning of the parsha. El zubilvat, only this parsha Vayakel. The lamakach, why? El amar Moshe Baruch Moshe. Hashem said to Moshe, "Reid v'aseli kilos kedolos b'Shabbos. Go there and make me great congregations on Shabbos." So the generation to come after you will learn. So they should congregate congregations on Shabbos to learn Torah en masse. Once again, if you do that, I attribute it to you as if you incarnated me in my world. Especially Balabatim, that Shurim who are distracted the entire week in their Parnasa, they must learn even more in Shabbos. Because Reish Peches, I believe I quoted back then in the Meiri, who says that Tamei Chacham and Menucha on Shabbos, Balabatim have to be involved in Torah on Shabbos. Gimel also likvoya seuda b'zman beis medrash. You can't set up a meal at the time when the beis medrash is operative. The Shubra says, see, without Kisa, you can do it in the beis medrash is operative. Kisa begin, like it says, with these three problems, Nachti Ba'abatim caused Ba'abatim to lose their property. One of them is the Kabi Sudasa B'Shabsa. They set up a meal on Shabbos, be done by Medrash when the beis medrash should be operative. I ask the custom is Shalim with Droshes, Hemad Mincha. We do learning and droshes in the afternoon until Mincha. Then after Mincha we go to After Mincha we go to eat Shalosh Shuras. Brackets he says, what if the darshan is expansive and he's speaking, then won't be done for Shalosh Shuras? You can leave the drasha and go do Shalosh Shuras, which will come to next. They start out. Things for the shlishis. I'll be zoyim. You should be very meticulous. The kaim suda shlishis to fulfill the mitzvah suda shlishis. One chazal to come kaim suda shlishis. Everybody who makes a suda shalosh shudas needs some shalosh pranios is saved from three dangers. Mashiach, from the turmoil around time Mashiach, and from the judgment in purgatory. Is saved from the war of Gog and Magog, Armageddon. May I be one among those who fulfill 3 meals on Shabbos. The 3 meals on Shabbos see, like it says, as it says, 3 times a yom, ayin sham. And says Oshua, even if it's possible, not literally midoraisa, become never as bad at me. The Kodesh Moshe Rabbeinu, Hein Shekin Kimosana, it certainly falls into the category of something which Moshe Rabbeinu enacted and that he received directives on it from Sinai. They have allusions to the 3 avos. Neged Torah being Subim, to the Tanakh. When the mom is giving them nitan them our shalosh shus, giving them for 3 meals. Kisa by Mechilta Shevikar Torah, like the Mechilta brought by the Torah, it says, Vevenu lehel siman reish ayin dalet sibeis ayin sham. It was brought down previously. Udvarim gedalim v'naroim. Great and awesome things, 3 misholosh shus are contingent on the 3 Shabbos meals. Elu, which one eats. And explain the Zohar HaKadosh in several places. Base, be careful about this. Say about this, persons obligated to eat 3 meals on Shabbos. I feel him severe and even satisfied. At least eat the 3rd meal, a piece of bread the size of an egg. A little bit more. Because up to a beitza is considered to be a temporary snack, eating a snack. The Gemara Masha did die because and even the Gemara itself seems to indicate that gazayis would suffice. Times there is chokim be'emes, and therefore there are those who argue and say you don't need a full kibetza, a little bit more than kibetza. That's a rabbi named Maldoni And the Kfar Kasam Lusov Sim Reish Hada, but we already wrote the Zal Mitzara Doichak. That's only if you have very dire straits. The vada you have to be gazais. In that case, you certainly fulfill the obligation with the gazais. But it's preferable tzarich listen to base to have a little bit more than an egg. Ayin sham. You can't eat at all. You're still satisfied in the morning. The children's still sitting there. We don't have to call yourself angry. Wise man has eyes in his head. No, but closely his the stomach with the morning meal. In order to give room for Shabbos, especially in short Shabbos. It's chas v'shom to negate this great mitzvah. V'shalocha v'lel Shabbos, somebody didn't eat Friday night. Yochel Shabbos b'huz b'yom, he should eat all 3 meals during the day. V'chein b'yontem mishlocha alayla, so to some yontem, somebody didn't eat at night. Yochel shtei seus b'yom, he eats 2 meals during the day. The guy yomar kiddush alayla, and since you missed the kiddush at night, you say the kiddush of nighttime now. Mishnah Berurah writes that by Shalosh Shuddis, evidently, there's some people who say the Nusach HaKiddush. If that. No, never mind. If you're saying Kiddush during the day, some people say Nusach HaKiddush, but not by a chulu, which really is a very specific thing for Friday night. Mishnah Berurah says that Bein Hashmashos, I guess if you're that far gone, Hashmashos of Motzei Shabbos, and 12 Motzei Shabbos, say this of Kiddush, but without mentioning Shem and Malchus. It's very suffering. Savi Brachos Kula. Gimel, Zman Mishagia, Zman HaMincha. Time for Shalosh when Mincha time starts. And Mishay shows Mechzamal, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, on a standard time, equinox day. Bima saw because the made beforehand. Located with the Suda Shlishis, you do not fulfill Shalosh. But time beyond Misim Reish Bechesi Beis Ayin Sham. He explained it before. V'da, you should know. The Medivrei Korah is saying before the Suda Shlishis, Eno Gas Tfilas Mincha. Contrary to popular belief, the Shalosh is nothing to do with Mincha per se. For the Kram Shishpa Mincha, even 40 Mincha, Yochel Echol Suda Shlishis, you could eat the third meal. Coming to Rabbi Sena Oser Lechol Achar Mincha. Now there's one about great rabbis who forbids to eat Shalosh after Mincha. Kamvurim Tesis Psachim, like Tesis Psachim Daf Kufay. The name of Rabbeinu Tam, Neshanim Tzaba Medrash, because it's found in the Medrash, a line She'as Lishtos Mayim Ben Mincha Lemar B'Shabbos, can't drink even water between Mincha and Shabbos, so he holds Shalosh should be eaten earlier. Davine L'Shita Sarifa Ram Siman Reish Lama Beis Afilu Su Kana Aser Afilu Samach LaMincha Gdoila. According to those all that even small meals are even juxtaposed to Mincha Gdoila, Pshita, it's clear Shemuchel Yispa Mincha Mikoyim. You got that Mincha first. Unless you start Shalosh before Chatzos. Benim Shalach Chatzos can't slap Chatzos. Moshe's born. On Moshitas L'Nisham, those argue that you can eat before you daven. B'chachmei Kabbalah Kosu Dafka Achar Mincha. B'chachmei Kabbalah wrote that simply Shalosh is supposed to be after Mincha. Shkol Suda Nikana Achar Tefillah Hashayach L'Zah Suda. Every Suda was enacted after the tefillah, which is connected to that suda. Nimsa sheish sholosh days b'zeh. So it comes out the 3 opinions. Achas dafka mincha. One of them is specifically for mincha. Vashenis in the second one, day in Kpeda, there's no specific parameter. V'ritzono kenya haseh, v'ritzono kenya haseh. Do what you want to do. V'zeu deos roposkim. And this is his opinion most poskim. Shul Dibru Bezed didn't speak about this before Mincha, after Mincha. Shma Mino, they ain't clear. So it seems there's no definitive psak whether Shalosh is before or after Mincha. But she's still opinion is Dafka Achar Mincha was specifically after Mincha. Again, Chadeh Shlishis. Wow, I thought not that way. I thought our minute is like the second opinion. But he said the third. Achin Yesh Tam Shem Bichol Achar Mincha. But obviously, even according to that opinion, the third opinion, if there's some reason when he won't be able to daven after mincha, they eat at Shalosh after mincha, or shekosher lo achar mincha, it's difficult for him to wait after mincha. He can also fulfill Shalosh before mincha. Mishnah Berurah says even it's before mincha ktana, which I think is probably the repasha after mincha gdoila. The chayin minhag, that is the minhag to do it sometimes early. Partially, the Gamnashi Chavetz V'Tzur Shlishis, women also responsible to Yishar Shunis, Chomir the Shabbos, because in all Mar Shabbos, Muschores Nashim Kanashim, women are commanded the same as men. But Beish Ein Yodos means that many women don't know that the Yishar Shunis. Yesh Lo Dion, should let them know. Last here and warn them. Shishmoru with Kayeh Mitzvah Suda Shlishis. They should be careful to fulfill the mitzvah of Shalosh Shudas.